What it do, bedtime crew? Hey man, listen. Today I'm back. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Uh, Me personally, I just don't engage in things like that, just because I feel like celebrating holidays is a little bit sus. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're celebrating other men's achievements, but listen, dude. I'm here to set you guys straight. I'm here to bring back some Chad energy. And today we have the biggest Chad matchups in the UFC. So what that means is I got the two biggest alpha males in the division. I got the two playground bullies to fight each other, dude. And this is going to be based on fighting style, physique, personality, all the things that make a true Chad like myself. Okay, dude. I'm literally a Charles Oliveira. I'm literally a purple belt, dude. So let's get straight into this shit. Flyweight division. Okay. You look at the flyweight rankings in terms of Chads. I mean, you've got like a bunch of little pipsqueaks, dude. To quote Lucas Tracy, you know what I mean? You've got Brandon Moreno playing with Legos. You've got Muhammad Makayev doing the splits and shit. Like, what are we doing in the flyweight division? I had to think long and hard, pause, and I decided to make Manel Kape versus Alejandro Pantoja 2. I believe they fought before very early on in Manel Kape's UFC career. And you look at them now, these two absolutely own flyweight in terms of personality, Twitter, Manel Kape. I'm not going to comment on the physique, listen, dude, it's totally fine to have a couple of fucking, I'm not even going to comment on his chest. I'm going to say something completely outrageous, bro. But listen, dude, the fighting style of these two, the personalities, these are the two biggest Chads at flyweight. And this is a fight that could potentially happen very soon. So this is my pick in the flyweight division. Let's move on to the bantamweight division. Again, we got fucking Sean O'Malley running around, handing out the keys to his fucking girlfriend, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got Umar Nurmagomedov, pulling his shoulder out of his socket, trying to make weight. You know what I mean? Got Corey Sandhagen. I like Corey Sandhagen. But you look at the physique, I mean, come on, dude. So bantamweight division, I want to do Petr Yan versus Song Yadong. First of all, fight that could realistically happen, should be happening. Chad Yan just refused to fight Song Yadong. That's pretty badass. Song Yadong literally kills people. This guy's a badass as well. Just their fighting styles. You look at the fact that Song Yadong is built like a fucking tank. This guy's young as fuck, dude. He's already got more experience than Petr Yan. And Petr Yan refuses to win, doesn't elaborate, still considers himself the best bantamweight in the world, and is probably still considered one of the best in the world, despite losing. If that's not Chad, I don't know what it is. Because you guys know me. I think a Chad is somebody that's like delusional. And I think Song Yadong and Petr Yan fit that description, as well as their fighting style. This would be an absolute war. Imagine this shit in the Apex. Again, this is what we should be getting December 9th, but it is what it is, to quote Max Holloway. Let's move on to the featherweight division. And Max Holloway will not be making an appearance on this shit, dude. You're watching anime, dude? You're fucking surfing, bro? Like, what are you doing, man? Hit Planet Fitness up, dude. Trigger that lunk alarm. Just like these two fucking absolute behemoths do. I guarantee you that Edson Barboza is in Planet Fitness head kicking fucking fat people, dude. Ilia Topuria is in there throwing water bottles and shit. All jokes aside, dude. The fighting style, Ilia Topuria, his sick boxing, his like head movement. Edson Barboza loses and then just decides to win anyways. Spinning heel kicks you in the fucking head. Beats you up with leg kicks. Not to mention, of course, Edson Barboza on that, Overeem diet. The physique is fucking insane on this guy. He's getting more jacked, more ripped as he gets older. And yeah, dude, Brazilian as well. I mean, if you're a foreigner, dude, the chances of you being a Chad increase drastically. I mean, you look at Alexander Volkanovski, you look at Alex Pereira, you look at Yuri Prohaska, like you look at me, Bedtime MMA. I mean, I'm in that conversation too. The proof is in the pudding, dude. So the biggest Chads at featherweight fighting each other would be Topuria versus Barboza. I also considered Topuria versus Cater, but Lil Bro got melted by Max Holloway. Me personally, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to put Edson Barboza in against Ilia Topuria. Let's move on. Lightweight division. There is obviously now, guys, I did a video on like the hardest fighters in the UFC. I put Benoit Saint Denis in the S tier. Somebody commented, I took this shit mad personal, like I'm MJ, trust. Somebody commented, is this guy married to Saint Denis? I fucking wish, dude. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, dude, no. But listen, man, I can't be real. This guy killed people, dude. He's a fucking Chad, bro. He's a badass, dude. So for that reason alone, I have to put him in here. I thought about him versus Drew Dober, but the way that Drew Dober got chinned was a little bit sus. I'm not gonna lie. Was a little bit zesty, in my opinion, and for that reason, you're getting chinned by a ginger dude. Me personally, I'm just not letting that slide. So I want to do Michael Chandler versus Benoit Saint Denis. Matthew Chandler, look at the physique on this guy. I mean, he's completely jacked. He's a huge guy. Frankly, the biggest lightweight I've ever seen, besides Jalen Turner, of course. Doesn't even make weight. But Michael Chandler, what a Chad this guy is. I would love to see him versus Saint Denis. The fight would be fucking insane. The stare down would be badass. That first round, it would be like, holy shit, this is happening. And again, I can't stress enough, one of these men has literally killed and probably like kidnapped people. And Benoit Saint Denis is also very exciting as well. I'm just saying, look into Michael Chandler, dude. He's on some get out type shit, I feel like, dude. But all jokes aside, tell me I'm wrong about this one. Like, come on, man. You know, Michael Chandler gets on the mic. See you at the top. Benoit Saint Denis, you gotta kill somebody else in active combat, so kill me. I feel like this would be a sick fight. The UFC needs to make this happen. Let's move on. Welterweight division, dude. Yeah, I just dropped that Michael Chandler impression. I know you liked that one, didn't you? You just left a comment about it, didn't you? Welterweight division. Let me continue with my foreigner theory. I feel like if you are not American, to be more specific, if you're not American, if you're not British, you are automatically 10 times more likely to be considered a Chad, especially in the UFC. I mean, look at some of the guys they got roaming around. But welterweight division, I have to put Shavkat versus Luque, dude. Both of these guys just absolutely murder people and do not speak another word on it. Luque literally almost died, refused to retire, comes back, wins anyways. What a badass. Shavkat Rakhmonov commits hate crimes monthly in the UFC. I mean, this guy is out here literally, like, I've never been uncomfortable watching a UFC fight before, but the way that he choked out Jeff Neal felt racist. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, dude. I felt some type of way about that shit, bro. But all jokes aside, man, these two, the way that they fight, I mean, there's not an ounce of point fighting. There's not an ounce of bitch in their blood. The way that they fight is so cool. And I feel like this is such a good matchup that we're never going to get because they're actual teammates. Not like Ian Gary. Jesus Christ, look at the week he's having. But yeah, Rakhmonov versus Luque. Chad fight will never happen, unfortunately. Middleweight division. I feel like a broken record. I feel like I've talked about this fight at middleweight for a year straight, and I need it to happen, but I'm worried that it won't. And, I just want the press conference. I want the build-up. Do I also want them to have like a Mr. Olympia pose down? Potentially, okay? Not in a sus way. I just want to see Dricus du Plessis versus Paulo Costa. Like, I want these two in the same room trying to out-chat each other, you know? Dricus du Plessis getting on the mic. I'm coming with everything I have to finish this fight. I'm going to finish Paulo Costa in the fight, okay? I never said that I'm bigger than him. I just said that he's smaller than me, right? That's all that I said at the press conference. You know, and then Paulo, I disapprove 100%. I disapprove. I just need to see this fight, dude. Who's going to go backwards? Who's going to go down first? Who's going to shoot the first takedown? We don't know, you know. Who is going to win Mr. Olympia? At the press conference, we just don't know. I need to see this fight. I feel like this would be such a badass, like, fight night main event or the co-main event to a pay-per-view or, you know, fuck it, when what really happens in the UFC script, let me leak it. When Dricus du Plessis wins the belt and then Paulo Costa goes on a win streak and gets a title shot, this for the belt would be fucking insane, dude. Like, come on, man. But yeah, middleweight division, du Plessis versus Costa, take my money. Two biggest chads at middleweight. I don't care what you say. Light heavyweight division. We've got two more. We've got light heavyweight. We've got heavyweight. Now listen, dude. Here's the fucking thing about light heavyweight, you guys, right, dude? You know who I'm putting in the main event. I'm putting Alex Pereira in this fight, but who do I have him fight? He already fought Yuri. I know Jamal Hill is a bit of a Chad, but I just don't consider him in the same ilk as, not in a Joe Rogan type way. I don't consider him the same ilk as, like, Yuri Prohaska. Jan Blachowicz, again, he's already fought him. So I decided to get the most aesthetically pleasing man in the UFC. And pleasing is really what he does. I want to see Alex Pereira versus Anton Tokaj, bro. I want to see the Pleasure Man versus Poatan, bro. Anton Tokaj's Instagram is literally a fucking gold mine. It should be put in a museum. This guy just posts majestic-ass selfies with no caption. It's with 200 likes. It's fucking badass, dude. Yes, I know he got chinned like 3 times in a row. But listen, bro, this is the fight to make. This is the fight that you make if you're a real fight fan. And if you want the most Chad looking matchup, put these two on a poster. Watch how many women show up to the arena. If you go, bro, you hear about this Pleasure Man versus Poatan fight, dude? Like, come on, man. So that's my pick for light heavyweight. Last one, heavyweight division. This is a tough one as well because I'm going to be honest, dude. Being around the weight of 265 pounds, unless you're in the fucking NFL, dude, unless you're Zion Williamson, you know what I mean? I can't really consider you too much of a Chad, bro. But in the UFC, there are 2 men that I think embody the physical and the mental personality type shit that make up a Chad fighter. I want to see Cyril Gane. That's the end of the video. No, okay. That was a good joke. Come on, dude. I want to see Cyril Gane versus Sergey Pavlovich, dude. The matchup would be very interesting. I do think that Gane could potentially stink it up, but I have trust that Pavlovich would either just walk him down and chin him or just walk him down and get chinned because he is a Chad. He doesn't give a fuck. It's one or the other. And yeah, man. The size of these guys, the absolute size of these 2 fucking Chads. What a unit these guys are. I mean, completely huge. But these are my picks for the most Chad fights in the UFC. Let me know what you guys think. What fights do you want to see? What do you think is missing in the Chad weight division? What fights did I miss? What fights do you like the most? Let me know all that shit in the comments, boys. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Let's hit 14K by the end of the year, bro. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. Make sure you check the live tab. Make sure you keep up with Bedtime FC. I'm the best matchmaker on YouTube. I run the best fight promotion on YouTube. Go check that shit out. And yeah, see you in the next video. Goodbye.